You're very welcome back. Now it's the moment kids of the 90s have been waiting for.
Yes, it's morphin time. Laura is at Dublin Comic Con.
Dublin.
Come in, Laura. Dublin. Come in, Laura. Dublin.
We're here at the Ireland MCM Comic Con having a ball. And Simon, you were right, it is morphin time. I'm delighted you remember that catchphrase. And we have the original gang from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers from 1993. Can you believe it's 24 years old? Let me introduce you to our blue Power Ranger, very kindly wearing blue. This is David Yost. David, good morning to you and welcome to Dublin.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
Now, this is sort of the usual week of work for you because you travel to Comic Cons all around the world. Is it good fun?
Oh, it's a lot of fun. It's really been kind of humbling for all of us to see how many fans still resonate so much with Power Rangers. So we do get to travel the world and meet so many amazing, amazing people.
Now, it's such a hugely successful franchise. Why do you think it is? What's the secret that now, given all of the gaming that goes on and all of the advances in technology, the kids are so into Power Rangers?
I think for the original cast and relating to the original series, it's just because we had such a diverse group of characters and that kids could relate to each one of us in a different way. And we were martial artists and gymnasts, we were superheroes, we had dinosaurs, we wore bright colors, and we were teenagers with attitude. So how could you go wrong?
What's not to love? And still all looking fabulous, can I just say? Still looking far too young.
See you later.
Karen,
Yeah.
this was flying the flag for the ladies. Yes. This is Karen Ashley, and you were the yellow Power Ranger back in the day. So what was life like on set? Was it good fun?
It was amazing. I mean, it was probably the longest day of your life. You literally were on set for about 15 hours, but it was a lot of fun. We had, like you said, we were doing martial arts. We were saving the world every day. We were teenagers with attitude. So, you know, how can you beat that?
Yeah, that's true. When you were a little girl, did you enjoy watching sort of superhero and fantasy programs?
Yes. I mean, I wanted to be Wonder Woman. I think everyone inside either wanted to be a superhero at some point in their life, so to actually have become one was amazing.
Fab. Thank you so much for chatting to us today. I'm moving down now to Walter Jones. Hi, Walter.
Hello, how are you?
So you just arrived in Dublin. You haven't managed to get out and have a look at the city yet.
You know, I've seen a little bit of it. I met the people, and the people are really kind, and I've had some good food, and had a couple of Guinnesses.
Glad you're enjoying yourself. Now, David did mention that you guys are vets in terms of Comic Cons. You travel around the world going to these events. What's the feedback like from fans?
You know what? They always say that we've motivated them to do something positive in their life, and that's the biggest compliment to us, you know, because to be positive in anybody's life is a beautiful thing.
Yeah. You guys have appeared in so many of the original series and then onwards and onwards, and there was a new movie released, I think, in March earlier this year, which proves that the brand is still going so strong.
Absolutely.
And it all stemmed from, I suppose, way back when you guys were young kids, and it was probably one of the first jobs that you had too.
I was the first television show I've done, yeah, so I was really excited to be part of a TV show, and here we are 24 years later, and it's still going.
Well, lovely to meet you this morning, Walter. You have fun for the rest of the weekend. I have a feeling you will.
I will.
Glint in his eye. Over here now, I want to say hello to Austin St. John. You're the original Red Power Ranger.
Yes, ma'am.
I have you on my shelf at home.
Well, and I like being on your shelf.
The miniature version, of course. I have two little boys. They are mad into Power Rangers. The lads earlier on mentioned the fact that you do martial arts, and that was your background before you started the show.
Yeah, I've been in and out of it for probably 30, 35 years.
Okay. And so I would imagine that an awful lot of the training was exceptionally difficult for the show, because it is, you know, a very sort of rambunctious, loud, lively action series.
Well, I mean, it wasn't complicated. It was just part of the job. We did it all the time. It just helped me on a wrestling movie I wrapped called A Walk with Grace. It's going to help me on a TV series in September called Fireball Run. It goes with you everywhere you go. It just fits.
Any injuries through your time, guys, on the show?
Not much. I mean, I think we stretch pretty good. Every now and then you got a backache, but otherwise you did fine.
A little twinge, I hear you. It's age. It's age, Walter. And I want to move down here to David Fielding, who played Zordon in the series, and you were the guy's mentor. So do they behave themselves, David?
Very much so. These guys are all heroes in their own right. They're heroes in their real life and heroes on TV. So.
And I suppose being part of the brand, and such an iconic brand at that, and traveling around the world, you have, I suppose, to understand that the fans are really involved in the series. And I suppose your fans can range from age 4, like I have at home, right up to adults.
Yeah. We've had fans come up to the table who are like in their 60s and 70s. I mean, they just identify with the show and they just really, really love it. So.
Love it. And you're enjoying yourself here?
Oh, I love it here. Yeah.
Brilliant. So, guys, in terms of the next couple of days, what can people expect? Because a lot of people will be hoping to meet you, get a photograph with you. What are the usual questions they ask you?
Oh, they ask us, what our favorite scenes were, what our favorite, moment on set, if we played pranks on each other, and of course we did. But yeah, I mean, they can come, they can take pictures, they can get autographs, and we just want to meet them.
And in terms of, I suppose, franchises, and you see so many amazing franchises that have come to the fore over the last few years, Game of Thrones and the Hobbit trilogy a while ago.
Yeah.
What is the secret to something? I mean, we've got Ninja Turtles behind us. This is my personal favorite. I love Ninja Turtles.
After.
Love them. But what do you guys think, having acted in such a successful series, is the secret? What is that one thing that makes some programs fail and some succeed?
I think it's just that, again, like we just offered something to everybody that they could, people want to be superheroes, and we were superheroes, so they look up to being a superhero. And just, we had an interesting chemistry together, so I think it helps.
And I think for all the plot lines and storylines, and I've seen a lot of them over the last couple of years, but for all of, the sort of fantasy element, it's not scary and it doesn't scare children. It is escapism and it's fun, essentially, isn't it, guys?
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, there's martial arts, there's dinosaurs, there's teenagers, we're having a good time.
And we were a team, and I think that's the biggest thing. Even as a kid, as adults, you got to learn to work with each other.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
much so. Well, I wish you every success over the weekend and onwards. I know that you're traveling around Europe for the rest of the summer and back to the States then, so enjoy yourselves. And thank you, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, for joining us on Saturday AM.